Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. Look, I am not even supposed to be here, but I just lost my discipline. It's gone. It's gone. Um, so I said rant, but I'm gonna attempt to control myself. Right? No, ladies, you do not get to start cringing now because you look desperate because a bunch of white folks just watched you insult, demean, and dance on in front of black men because the white guy said, yeah, the white billionaire, Mr. Ben Horowitz, said, I didn't say that, right? And yeah, I sent a cease and desist letter to the woman who said that. And guess who it was originally, apparently? Cola Booth, everyone. Ha ha! For all the OGs on YouTube. Cola Booth, yes, Miss. It's better to be a white man's Cheerio than to be a black man's wife. Or no, sorry, to be the gum on the bottom of a black man's shoe. Let's say that again. It's better to be a white man's Cheerio than to be the gum on the bottom of a black man's shoe. Yes, Miss Cola Booth herself. But she's denying she said it also. Right? She's denying she said it also. So she's denying she ever said that. And Ben Horowitz is denying that he ever said it. So where did this come from? And it's embarrassing. It is ladies, this is embarrassing. I said it. And as a black man, we're getting secondhand cringe. This is secondhand cringe. Because yes, I am not a black woman, but I am still black. And I told you, black women, I've been saying it forever. The internet will expose us all. You are undressing yourself in front of the world, trying to spite black men, black women. Huh? In your attempts to spite, and by the way, Paris Milan, I'm gonna review that live you did last night or the night before, right? In your attempts to spite black men, y'all are embarrassing yourselves, y'all are embarrassing black men, y'all are embarrassing black children, all in attempts to spite black men. Paris over here looking like, you know what? Ain't no way Paris married. Jesus Christ, ain't no way Paris is really married to no African brother. Who the hell are you, bruh? Oh, ain't no way. Right? Yes, Jake, my email is in my description box right now. It's always in the description box, right? Man. And if it's not in the description box, that's because StreamYards or YouTube is messing around. But it should always be in the description box. Wow. This is embarrassing. Y'all taking this gender war thing too far. I've been saying this really since Kobe passed. And y'all were dancing on his grave because he wasn't married to a black woman in front of white folks. And white folks not looking at black men like we a problem. White folks looking at you, black women. Because for them, black was black was black. They didn't make a real distinction between black men and black women. And that's the problem, ain't it, black women? Huh? Isn't that the real problem? Is that white folks don't make a distinction really between black men and black women? You don't have the luxury of practicing womanhood the way white women do, and so it chaps your ass, right? And you want the lifestyle of upper middle class white women, that is. So we're watching as black women, once again, to spite black men, put words in people's mouths and make up a whole story, right? Make up a whole story about some billionaire white man Train tracks, train tracks, train tracks. Some billionaire white man who's married to a black woman saying black women are for mature men and they'll guard your assets or your interest or whatever, and they're loyal. First, even if he did say it, let's say he did say it and he realized that it was cringe and now he's, moving his money around and muscling other people so that it could, be buried. Black women, you don't find that insulting? He's essentially calling you a dog. You don't find that insulting? Look how far y'all are willing to go. Huh? Look how far y'all willing to go. This is embarrassing. Paris did a whole damn think piece going in on the NFL players in the draft and whatnot. I'm going to review it. This is embarrassing. Oh, we got to get our lick back. You're not. You're just embarrassing yourself in front of the world. Try to get your lick back. Let me be very clear. Black women, the real sexists are non-black men. You can't win a gender war against black men, even with white men putting the thumb on the scale for you, because the real sexists are non-black men. The fact that you're even battling black men, they think you're out of line. You're out of place. Don't worry, you'll find out the hard way. You want to talk about fairness? Don't worry, you'll find out the hard way. Shout out to black women. You'll see. You really don't know these non-black men. You know a handful of liberal, maybe conservative men who pretend like they see their wife as equal. You'll find out. Huh? Man. This is really embarrassing. You really got the sister dancing to, was it $1 Million Baby? Because one white billionaire out of 2,800, let's say he did say it once again. One white billionaire said, yeah, black women are for mature men. And even if he did say it, that's something to celebrate. There are black men right now giving good D to millionaire white women and getting all type of trinkets because of it. Is that something to brag about? I mean, he might be bragging low key, but is that something for black men writ large to brag about? This is so cringe. Black women, dear black women, two things are really destroying your image right now in the 21st century on the internet, particularly. Your insatiable inferiority complex and your gender war against black men. Your insatiable inferiority complex because you live on the same planet as white women, you live in the same country as white women, and your gender war against black men. Paris, Paris, why are you still talking after you embarrassed yourself in front of white folks over Ukraine? And you took the post down, loser. See, these are real men. Look, they're protecting their country, they're protecting their people, and they're protecting their women. Unlike black men and white folks, per usual, told you didn't know what you were talking about. Welcome to Paris Milan, white folks. This is embarrassing. And it's going to continue to be embarrassing because black women are going to continue to allow this. They're going to back Paris. They're going to continue to allow this. It's cringy as hell. It's embarrassing to all black people. Now you're going to have brothers and sisters that don't even be on the internet, don't even be on social media like this, wondering why white folks keep talking to them like, I know you got an inferiority complex. in comparison to me. I know y'all are the ones telling white rich men they could do whatever they want to do with y'all because y'all are saying it on the internet, whether you realize it or not. Y'all do not understand how men think, let alone white men, let alone white men in America. So all of this black men ain't ish. You're really telling white men, yeah, you could come and get me. You could come and get me for the cheap, and then you could do whatever you want to do to me and with me. You're the ones telling them you have no protection, not black men. No, it's your actions. No, it's your words. Dumbass. God damn, man, just to spite black men, destroying your own image just to spite black men, embarrassing yourself and black men and the black community just to spite black men. It's embarrassing, right? It's insanely embarrassing, right? And Lion says, "What's the deal?" Lion, I'm just covering this Ben Horowitz thing. That's the billionaire who supposedly said, didn't say, that black women are for mature men. I mean, mature men, right? And they guard your assets or your interest, and they're loyal. I'm speaking about black women's response now, little by little, as they find out. And by the way, some of the comments are still coming in to different things that covered this. Some of the comments are still coming in about why are black men so mad. So he said we're his preference. Now what? So some of those comments are still coming in because they didn't get the memo that he didn't say that. Losers. So they're still trying to say things to spite the men because they don't realize that, oh crap, he didn't say that. Yeah, he did not say that. Bums. Mr. Z, you don't usually use ad hominems. I can't help it today. Right? This is loser talk. Y'all are take that monkey shit off. Y'all embarrassing us. Y'all are embarrassing us. Divestors, swallers, gender warrior, black women, all of you, we gotta get our lick back. We gotta get black men back. Y'all are embarrassing us. Z, could you get it out correctly? Y'all are embarrassing us. The late great Pimp C told y'all, take that monkey shit off. Take it off. Stop. Shout out to Michael Jordan. Stop. Get some help. It's embarrassing. Paris Milan, it's embarrassing. You're trying so hard to be this little snarky, rude a-hole. I'm the defender of black women's image from black men. Right? So Paris had the right mind with this. She did her research. She was like, I don't know. I'm trying to look for where he said that. I don't see anything. So I got to give her that. She looked to see if it was real or not, and she couldn't find anything. So she said he might have said it, but But either way, and there we go. Right? And the Beehive says self-esteem in the dumpster, bro. Their self-esteem is in the dumpster because, oh my God, I live in the same country as white women, and it's not fair. It's not fair that Becky gets to be out here whimsical and airhead and still get to snatch her billionaires like billionaires just fall out the sky. It's not fair. I'm stuck in a country where I'm attached by the hip to black men on the bottom, and then I have to look up to see Becky floating above me, living the best life. That's how they think. That's how they feel. And here we are stuck with Angry, bitter, mean, condescending, snarky, lying, making things up ass black women who a non-black man even says, "Oh, okay, that's a nice dress. Oh God, you heard that? He loves me." Pathetic. It's like black women. If you let black women talk right now, I'm talking about especially under the age of 35, under the age of 30, America's not racist anymore. America is sexist against black women. It's not anti-black, it's anti-black women because rich black men refuse to marry black women. That's not true, but okay in their imagination. And rich white men refuse to marry black women, but they're not going to speak on that part. They're just going to speak on the rich black men refusing to marry black women, which once again is not true. And so that's how America, that's intersectionality. America is sexist and racist because rich men refuse to marry black women. And now the loser men refuse to pick us up and we can use them as cleanup men. So that makes America racist and sexist towards black women. Intersectionality, everyone, the more you know. Right? Wow. And Jake says, yo, notice how quiet white women were this entire time. Look, man. White women are not necessarily going to smother it in black women's faces. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Marjorie Taylor Greene? Uh-oh. Huh? I know y'all saw that. Marjorie Taylor Greene versus what's the sister? Um not Rosario Cortez, but Jasmine Crockett. Right? But for the most part, white women, they're not really gonna go in on black women like that. Huh. This always kills me, D. D Scott says, I seen it. And I thought my best friend, that's how he says it. I seen it. Right? Yeah, AOC was there too, her cringy ass. Baby girl, I was like, think I threw up in my mouth. Gee, stop, please, for the love of God, AOC, please stop. Thank you for coming to the sister's defense, coming to Jasmine Crockett's defense. But when she said that to Marjorie Taylor Greene, I was like, nip. Right? And Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like for this one, Z, are you gonna say it? Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna straight up say it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, I'm riding with Jasmine Crockett on this one. I'm not even gonna lie. Because that bleach blonde, bad body, butch built woman thing was hysterical. Marjorie Taylor Greene wasn't built for that. She's not ready for those type of jokes. She ain't from the hood. And the president was sitting there, and he was like, "Wait, come again?" And the other white dude was dying. He had to cover his mouth. Once it registered to him what Jasmine Crockett said, he had to cover his mouth. But let this be a lesson to you, dear black women. White women they're ready. Not really, but they are. Huh? They don't go in on y'all because, ooh, Z, say it. They kind of feel sorry for y'all. I mean, many of you sold out the civil rights movement. God damn, you said that. You sold out the civil rights movement to them, and they get to still marry white men and then sell out in the sunset. And then here you are insulting black men, demanding that black men get in line behind you. So white women got what they wanted. They got affirmative action, right? They got affirmative action. Now there's no longer affirmative action. They got the positions. Shout out to Bill Burr. They stepped their Gucci footed boots over the line of oppression, got everything they could get, and yeah, to hell with you, right? Not poor little Ting Ting, right? Huh? Right? I'm sorry, y'all. Stupid ass cut me off. Yeah. So, um, yeah, this begging of validation from non-black men. And I saw some of those comments from some of the brothers that said, "I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad." I think even Medium Man said that. I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad. Look, it's not just the validation of non-black men. It's really to spite black men. It's really to spite black men. To spite black men, yes, the validation of non-black men, primarily white men, and to show white women, look, we could get some of your men too. Look, you're not the only one who could date outside your race. Look, we could date outside our race. Yeah, what about that wedding ring though? Oops. You could date, get smashed by non-black men all day, every day. Once again, attractive black women are attractive. That's not the issue. What about that wedding ring in America? Huh? Let me say it again. Is that white man ready for people to look at him weird? For him to be kicked out of certain circles? For his grandfather to say, "You ain't bringing that inward in my house." For his grandmother to say, "Yeah, your uncle's classic Camaro, yeah, you ain't getting it no more. The house we were gonna leave you, yeah, you ain't getting it no more." Is he ready for that? Not for all white folks, but for enough. Keep on. I keep on telling you, dear black women, it is not up to you, and it is not up to black men whether you end up with the white guy or the Latino or the Asian. It's up to that white guy, that Latino, or that Asian guy and his family, whether you get the wedding ring or not. It's not up to black men are not in your way. Black women, ooh, Z, don't burst a bubble like that. Don't do that. Black women, you're not even in your way. Ooh, did you just say that, Z? Yep. It's not up to you. You could be as fit, feminine, and friendly as much as you want. That's nice. The white man will smash. He'll have his fun with you, and then dip off. You better hope his family is dead. Maybe y'all will start winning when the white guys start getting in their mid-40s, maybe early 50s, and their parents are truly passed away. Now they can't threaten them no more. Huh? But that friend circle though. And their cousins that are their same age though. Ugh. Ouch. Huh? So black men sometimes run into racist family members of white women and Latinas, but black women don't run into racist family members of Latinos and white men. I'm not even going to mention Asians. It's not a real thing. Huh? So y'all so busy celebrating this. At least Paris, she did her fact check. She couldn't find anything, so she ain't really call it. She kind of did the whole middle of the road thing. Okay, she did better than Z because I called it and I was wrong. But now that we know this white man is saying he didn't say that, white small hat man on top of that, married to the black woman, he still said, yeah, I didn't say that. And I don't group people. I don't say that about groups of people. Oh, crap. Embarrassing. Talk about embarrassing. Huh? The man said, I don't say that about groups of people. Right? And Jake said, yeah, exactly. That was corny. AOC is such a tryhard, bruh. Every time she puts on the black scent or whatever, it's like, bleh. right? Man, but that I beg your pardon, exactly. That bleach blonde, because what she was saying, because Marjorie Taylor Greene went on the eyelashes. I think your fake lashes, you can't see past your fake lashes. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was like, hey, you gonna let that slide? Wait a minute, you're gonna wait. You better don't let that slide. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She was a bit stunned because you can wait, what? How you not? How, look, Z, be ready. When I'm in the presence of white folks, I'm ready for the slick, underhanded comment. I'll be ready. White men, white women, but especially white women. I'll be. Whew, y'all don't understand, man. Anyway, huh? But when she came back with the okay, if she gets to say that, can I say bleach blonde, bad body built, butch? That was hysterical. And the other white woman that was trying to defend Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, "Wait, we're talking about shapes and bodies, and shut up." Y'all don't get to play. Look, man, I don't know about the rest of y'all, and shout out to the brothers who do have white wives. I'm not about white women playing damsel in distress. I'm sorry. Even when it comes to black women, that's the one. Mr. Z is team black women when it comes to that. I agree with black women on that. The problem is y'all are jealous of them and they know it. That's why they talk to y'all like that. Goddamn, Z. Oops. The reason why the white man can't talk to us the way the white woman talks to you is because the white man knows we're not jealous of him. Goddamn. And if it come to thumping, it might happen. That's the difference. White men don't come out their mouth like that to white men. I mean, white men, excuse me, don't come out their mouth like that to black men because they know we're not jealous of them. That's the difference. White women do come out the mouth like that to y'all because they know y'all. They know that if it came to fighting, y'all would probably win. But they know y'all are jealous of them. They know y'all want their man. Goddamn. And that's not black men didn't do that. Black women, you did that. Just saying, right? Exactly. Demetrius White tears, man. Marjorie Taylor Greene, lucky she ain't catch me, because I would have been right in Congress. Dear white men, these are your daughters. These little spoiled brat a-holes are your daughters. These are the women you raised. Assholes like this. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett. Don't worry, we withered today. Tomorrow we'll be like, oh crap, she said something of standard black women to say. Jesus Christ. It's funny because it's true. Right? But the white woman tried to white woman. Say a little slick thing, then play victim afterward, and then have the whole world try to come into your defense. Absolutely not. Not on Z's watch. Dear white men, these are the products of you. You did this. Right? So shout out to AOC for coming to her defense. Right? But yeah, I don't care what nobody. That joke was funny. Bad body, butch built. Yes, that's funny. Bleach blonde, and yes, Marjorie Taylor Greene's face is ugly as hell. I said it. She got an ugly face, and yeah, she's built like a dude. Z, you can't say that. Z, we're supposed to be professional. Z, you can't say that. And it wasn't about race. She made a joke about her fake eyelashes. We all know what that means. Stop it. We know that's a black woman stereotype. We be going on in on the sisters about their lashes. Chief Rucker says she does CrossFit. Anyway, she's built like Helga. That's all I know. Right? Her being fit, that's great. Built like Helga. And this is not the first. Marjorie Taylor Greene got a slick mouth, y'all. The reason why y'all see Mr. Z so animated about this is not the first time Marjorie Taylor Greene come out her mouth sideways all the time. And finally, somebody got with her. Right? Finally, somebody got with her. And I'm low key, I'm kind of glad it's a black woman, because if it was a black man, there would have been all type of, oh God, the scary black man, and da 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 da. Dude, shout out to the dude on the side. He couldn't hold the laugh. What you could see it once it registered to him. What Jasmine Crockett said. Oh man, he couldn't hold the laugh. Right. And this is true. And Jake says white women have always known to hit black women looks as a source of insecurity. Black women, do you know how many? If you're a fit black woman, if you're an attractive, do you know how you could rip white women to shreds? Bitch, I ain't gonna age like crap, and you will, huh? People think I'm a decade younger than I am. Who thinks you're a decade younger than you are? Uh-oh. Black women, you could have jokes too. That's funny. And Mr. Creed says, Mr. Seed says, better yet, Z said, hold my boost gauge. I'm finna walk this broad. Look, man, the only reason I don't go in on women like that is I don't have to. And there's other ways. Y'all see how I cover these things. I don't go in on sisters' looks for the most part, but I don't have that same type of situation with white women. I'm gloves off with white women, F white women, all day, every day. Right? And no, Mr. Z doesn't have no underlying childhood trauma, right? No white woman did anything to me at work necessarily. But the way they move around this planet, particularly in America, absolutely not. That throw rocks, hide your hands, and then crocodile tears, and no. Right? I'm gonna listen to that one more again. But it did, the problem is it did devolve into a cat fight. It devolved into a cat fight. And shout out to AOC again, because Lexi, I want an apology. I want a sincere apology. No, we're not budging. I want a sincere apology. I remember that. And Vincent says, y'all remember the fake tears challenge? That should have frightened every man. We already know what they're on, but every man should have been fighting. Yes, even you, white men, because white women could put on them fake tears for you and get you deleted. Not as fast as they could get black men deleted. They could get black women hemmed up. They could get black men deleted. And yes, they could even get some white men hemmed up, especially across class lines. And for those of you that don't know what Vince is speaking about, it was this challenge where white women showed how quick, yes, you're hearing this right, young white women were showing how quick they can turn on the crocodile tears. And how quick they can be, just like Z right now, speaking to you normally right now like this, and then switch, crocodile tears, full on hysterical. And you would have swore some of these women took acting classes. How quick they can go from straight face to tears. Right? To tears. And if you think about that as a black man in America, I would also like to remind y'all of what was the name of the lady that called the cops on the bird watcher? What's her name? With Amy Cooper? Look at how she was acting and pretending on the phone. The man was how many feet away from her? Nowhere near her. Hello, this African American man is harassing me and my dog. Right? Hey yo, Vince, is that a link to the tears challenge? Thing is frightening. Watching white women turn on the crocodile tears that fast, that quick, and it's nothing to them. Absolutely nothing. Will destroy your life. Y'all want to know how Carolyn Bryant got to be Carolyn Bryant? White women been doing this forever, right? Man, turn on the crocodile tears, get whole neighborhoods burnt to the ground by white men that wanted to do it anyway. They just needed an excuse. And the white women said, "Ah, I got an excuse. He whistled at me on the elevator. Boom." And there go Tulsa, Oklahoma, y'all. Huh? Right. So once again, I didn't want to make this too long. I just want to bring this to y'all. Look, dear black women, you still live in America, and if white men of means really wanted you, you would be Mark Zuckerberg's Asian wife. Dear black women, you are going to have to upend the European beauty standard. And that's not something you can have black men help you do it. As a matter of fact, you need black men to help you do it. But that's something you're really going to have to negotiate out with white men and have fun having white men not mock you and say, "Oh, you want us to put you along white supermodels? Fine. Where's Gabby Sidibe?" By the way, that's not an insult to Gabby Sidibe, but we know what they're doing when they do it. "Oh, you want us to show the new hot, up and coming, attractive black women? Where's Lizzo?" Once again, that's not an insult to Lizzo, but we know what they're doing. We'll have Megan Fox next to Lizzo. The new sexy women of 2024. What? Right? Jackson sponsored by White Woman Tears since 1692. Hysterical. Right? Man. Vincent, I'd rather be with a bear than a white woman. Low key. High key. Right? Man. So, going back to the Marjorie Taylor Greene thing and this billionaire saying black women are for mature men, adult men. Black women, once again, even if he said it, do you hear how that was said? They're loyal. Now, let's be very clear. What makes this even more frightening, and this is a step, I don't know how many people took this step. The fact that a black woman tried to appeal to other black women, tried to spite other black women by making up a story about a white man, a white small hat man on top of that, saying that black women are for mature adult men because they're loyal and they guard your assets. What makes this even worse is not whether or not the white man said it. It's the fact that a black woman made it up, and her attributes to appeal to white men and to spite black men and to soothe black women's insecurity and inferiority complex is to say that black women are loyal and protect white men. Ooh. Z, what are you getting at? Black women are calling themselves the dogs of white men. Not black men. Not even white men. Let's call a thing a thing. A black woman made up this story and said to other black women that a wealthy white man sees black women as loyal and guards his interest. That sounds like a pet. Black women are calling other black women the pets of wealthy white men. Z didn't say it. Whatever black woman, whoever she is who made this up, said it. Yeah, Afro National, I heard. That's what I'm speaking about right now. And Afro National says, Z, did you hear it's fake? He never said that. Yes, I heard. I heard. Right. And that's what makes it frightening. If he never said that, let's say he didn't say that, that means it was made up. Who made it up? Was it a black man? Or was it more likely a black woman? What makes that frightening, Z? A black woman is saying to black women that white men see you as loyal and you guard their interest like a pet, like a guard dog. Huh? Huh? Jake says, I called white women walking nuclear warheads when I was younger. Still stands. Bruh, does it? Right? Man, it's cringy, black women. It's cringy. You're so incensed at black men, particularly those of you on the internet. Like I said, let me say this again. Yeah, these men, that's Diallo, Skip, FD Signifier, are telling black men go touch grass. Black men in the Black Manosphere, go touch grass, go live a real life. No, tell your daughters to put the goddamn phone down. It's distorting their entire worldview because the phone and social media is their world. Racism is not a thing anymore. Anti-blackness is not a thing anymore. It's only anti-black women. And anti-black women is mainly judged off of whether you kiss black women's ass appropriately and adequately enough or not. Huh? Huh? Man. Exactly. And DJ Scan says they keep reaching and it's embarrassing, bro. It's him. And because we're attached by the hip, you're embarrassing black men also, but not in the ways you think. Just like I just said, if I was in Congress, I would have told white men, these are your daughters. This is what white black men, these are your daughters? Huh? These are your daughters? You're fiending for white validation in front of white men. Crystalline Kerosene, this is a product of you. Chrissy, this is a product of you. Divested Zealot, this is a product of you. Cynthia G, this is a product of you. Paris Milan, this is a product of you. Yanni, kind of less, but still, this is a product of you. Huh? Yeah, it's too late. Amanda Marianne, it's too late. Madison Brown, it's too late. Madison Brown, you can't put out a think piece pretty much disparaging black men and telling the whole world this is why black women want to swirl and date out and divest and pasta and lobster. This is why. And then you spend what, a good 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes with your disclaimer. Okay, black women. Oh, wait. We can't worship white men. We can't put white men on a pedestal. Yo, you just spent like 20 minutes disparaging black men and telling the world, okay, by the way, this is the reason why we're coming for your sons. White women, Latinas, Asian women, this is why we want to date your sons. Because black men don't appreciate us and they don't find us attractive and they don't cherish us, and when they get rich, they leave us. And it's too late. Y'all spent too long. Y'all spent too much disparaging black men in front of the world and young black women. So they got the real message, not that disclaimer message that you put out. Not that fake nuanced message that you put out. They got the real message, and for many of them, they're embarrassing y'all, low key and black men, by chasing after non-black men, primarily white men. Right? It's embarrassing. And Amari says, Imori says, them broads got a billionaire to send a cease and desist in less than 3 days, bro. That's so embarrassing. It's so cringy, right? Jeez. Exactly. He says, and Amari says, and this is what Ben Horowitz said. I never said that. I never spoke to that woman who originally posted it. I sent her a cease and desist. But welp, I love my wife, but I don't talk like that about groups of people. Yep, that's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. Jesus Christ, embarrassing. Black women, take that monkey shit off. You embarrassing us. You're embarrassing us. Huh? Jesus Christ. Get Put the phone down. Get off the internet. Jesus Christ. Right? And I said it, I was like, wait a minute, isn't the same? Because I remember hearing about this a couple years ago. That's why I was like, wait a minute, is this a new story? Is this a new one? If y'all recall the first time I covered this, I was like, so another billionaire is saying that? No, it's the same one, and he didn't say it. He didn't say it then, and he's confirming he didn't say it now. Because I remember hearing about this, and the first time I thought it was real. The first time this story popped up a few years ago, I thought it was real. I was like, okay, well, I guess. That really don't mean nothing for black women, but I guess. So I guess the last time he didn't say anything because it didn't bubble up that much. But this time around, which means, by the way, that story's what, 4 or 5 years old, maybe? 3, 4, 5 years old? That, dear black women, you know how embarrassing it is that y'all trying to dig up, excuse me, supposed, even though it's not real, supposed compliments, excuse me, from half a decade ago? Let's go over that again. Black women, you are digging up supposed compliments from 5 years ago just to spite black men. Pretty damn embarrassing, black women. You want to spite black men so much, y'all are looking for compliments from white billionaires because they have a black wife. And I saw the coverage of for some people that was, and I saw the coverage from the sister off, I want to say TikTok, who said, yeah, he used to wait tables or something. He was what was he? When they first met, and they met on a blind date. So he didn't have much when they first met. Well, he's a white man, so of course, but still, he was a bartender. Okay, there we go. Thank you. He was a bartender when he met his wife. Black women, this is embarrassing, man. This is y'all way of spiting black men for the NFL draft? Thank you, Hitflix. Thank you, Jake. And Volcanis, thank you for the super chat. Well, super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. Right? Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Man. Exactly, Jake. And this is the way it goes in real life. And Jake says, they built each other up. She worked the night shift. Sounds like 50-50 to me. Bro, that's real life. That's real. That's how it goes in real life. Not this fake fairy tale thing that these black women and some non-black women are talking about on the internet. Not this, and let's be very clear with what this society is pushing young people to, and it's not going to work. Where you have to be damn near fully realized, self-actualized, doing well, super stable, more than stable, and then at the finish line of adulting, then you get married. What, at 43? Right? Some of our grandmothers won their third baby daddy by 40. Goddamn, Z, you said that. I meant it. Huh? This is some weird stuff, y'all. This is weird. Busy assignments. And Styler says, so no more 4B. And let me know if I pronounced your name correctly. No, so no more 4B. Now is billionaire. It's just busy assignments. It's just busy assignments, bro. It's just busy assignments, right? That part. And Drekon 78 says, let me know if I pronounced that name correctly. It was muscu- misquote. It was misquote from an interview he did with Cola Booth, but she denies that it was ever said. It was a misquote. Man, Jake, because they never meant it. And Jake says, "How are you decentering men? Yet this white man got you all in your feelings." First of all, he's not just a white man. First of all, he is a white man, so they are in their feelings. But he's a white billionaire and a white small hat billionaire on top of that. Oh boy, right? Man. So yeah, Cola Booth. For those of you that know, Cola Booth go way back, y'all. Right? Cola Booth goes way back. That's pre Chrissy era. That's if when y'all talking about Cola Booth, y'all going way. We're talking about what 2009 to no 2008. This is way back. T Taylor says, "Let it collapse, man." I see you. Right? Yeah, Saint Cyr, we said this. We said this. And Saint Cyr says, and that billionaire that she's with wasn't always a billionaire. She was with him when he was a bartender. Exactly. I mentioned that. I mentioned that. Right. So yeah, no, it. This is embarrassing, and I'm gonna end out. This is embarrassing. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett for defending herself verbally from Margie Taylor Greene, no bum ass. Right. So maybe that's a slight. What they say, you could take your small victories where you can get them. So they got a small victory for black women with that, because it was funny. Her response back to Margie Taylor Greene was funny as hell. But then on the other side, your sister in Jasmine Crockett out here embarrassing y'all because they're feeding after white billionaire men and then putting words in their mouth that they never said. So there go the L, and that's a big ass. That L, social media saw that. White folks saw that L. That's a big ass L. Black women. It's not in neon lights, but that's pretty embarrassing on social media, right? It's pretty damn embarrassing, man. So I'm not saying black men took a full L with that, but it is cringy because black women are attached to black men by the hip. Low key is embarrassing for us too. Now, I'm not saying we got to own it, but dear black women, y'all are the ones who's hell bent on making sure the whole world knows that y'all are trying to gender war with black men by begging non-black men to come and rescue you from quote unquote Blackistan. Let me know how that works for you. This is why y'all end up single or munching on vagina. As I keep on saying, y'all do the black men ain't ish thing, then you try to end up with non-black men, primarily white men. That don't work out. Then now you stuck. Have fun with in that same-sex loving relationship. And Samuel Norton says, and you just know she wanted to drop the U and the U in Butch. I know what you're trying to say. The U in Butch. Yep, man. It would have took a lot even for Z to hold his discipline and not call her that also. Let's say, right? So yeah, no, it was it was funny, and that was a good response, right? That was a good response, right? Longo says box lunch for life. Shout out to Trill. Longo said Trill's not here. I'll use one of his lines. Box lunch for life. What's going on, Vic? Vic says that L is in the bat signal, right? Man, but shout out to Jasmine Crockett, right? I see her. She's making her rounds in Congress too. She's not AOC big, but she's doing her thing. Whether we agree with it or not, most of it we kind of probably disagree with. Where is she from? My younger sister was just talking to me about her the other day. Where is she from? My younger sister literally just spoke to me about her a couple weeks ago. I ain't gonna tell her I forgot. Right? I'm waiting for somebody to respond. Anybody know where Jasmine Crockett is from? Because I don't remember. Right? Huh. But yeah, no, that was a good little waste of taxpayer funds. Right? But yeah. Okay, y'all. We will pause right there. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Oh, Texas. Okay, Texas. Thank you, Longo. Thank you. Right? But yeah, we will pause right there. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I just wanted to come in, rant a little bit in your head, rant in your ear real quick, because yeah, black women, this is cringy and embarrassing for pretty much the whole black community, to be honest with you. But definitely for black women, y'all are over here putting words in billionaires' mouth that they didn't say, to the point where they have to send out a cease and desist letter because it's embarrassing. Y'all are messing with white men's money, and you know how white people feel about y'all messing with their money. All right, black women. All right. Keep doing this with the gender war. Now you messing with white small hat men on top of that money. Okay. Keep playing. Do we? Vic says we got to talk Diddy at some point. Jeez. Hey, I've been calling my best friend's brother-in-law. We tried to tell him about Diddy's suspect ways back in, let me see. Was he married to her yet? He was married to her. So I want to say maybe 2010, 2011. No, he was, yeah, 2010, 2011. We tried telling him about that. So I would love, I'm going to ask my boy and see, like, hey, you spoke to such and such because, right. Yeah, man. So on that note, yeah, Mr. Z has errands to run, everyone, right? So we will pause right here, truly. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. Yeah. And shout out to Jasmine Crockett and Black women. Yeah, stop. This is especially y'all on on social media, on the internet. Please, for the love of God, put the phone down. Put the phone down. And on that note, y'all, we'll end it right there. All right. Vic, I ain't gonna read that last comment. Jeez. All right, y'all. Mr. Z out.